If holiness has blue eyes, then everything else is lesser. And if the image of Jesus can be changed, so can the definition of his people. Here comes the real question, the one no one wants to ask. If you can change the face of God, can you also change who gets called his chosen? Think about that. If the Messiah's face was made to look European, then it follows that Israel's face would change too. Suddenly, the descendants of Africa, Cush, and Midian become footnotes. The tribes that kept the law in secret are now called Gentiles. The people who lost their language, names, and heritage are told they were never part of the story. And why? Because the image shifted. When God was repainted, so was the entire map of chosenness. Let's connect this to real history. In the 15th century, just before the transatlantic slave trade began, a wave of Christian art spread across Europe depicting Jesus, Mary, and the apostles as distinctly white. This coincided with new papal doctrines like the doctrine of discovery, which gave European nations religious justification to colonize and enslave non-white peoples. It wasn't just political, it was visual theology. The faces in the stained glass didn't just teach salvation, they taught supremacy. And yet, the truth never fully vanished. In underground churches of Brazil, in hidden shrines of the Caribbean, in hymns sung by enslaved Africans, the memory remained. They sang of Zion, of deliverance, of a God who looked like them. Even when they couldn't read the Bible, they remembered its sound. Even when the pictures lied, they remembered his face. So what does this mean for us today? It means that reclaiming the divine image is not about art, it's about identity. It's about looking into the mirror and seeing what empire tried to erase. It's about realizing that when the face of God was whitened, so too was your place in his story. But now the images are cracking. The Black Madonna is being honored again. Ancient depictions are being restored. And people around the world are asking the question once forbidden, what if we were never outside the story? What if we were always at the center? And that question is about to be answered. Because in the final part of this journey, we won't just revisit history. We'll speak directly to what's happening now. A spiritual return, an awakening of identity, a remembering of covenant. Because this was never just about being seen, it was about being chosen. Stay with me. Everything we've uncovered is leading here. Part 10. This is not rebellion, it's resurrection. This isn't rage, it's revelation. This isn't a revolution, it's a return. And this most certainly is not rebellion, it's resurrection. For centuries we've been told you are Gentiles, you are outsiders to the promise, you're not in the book. But every page we've turned in this journey says otherwise. From the Persian scrolls, to the words of Solomon, to the faces in Ethiopian manuscripts, to the prophecies of Deuteronomy, to the cries of the enslaved, to the Sabbath songs sung under stars in Nigeria, in Louisiana, in the Caribbean.